Rangers and Mariners, bottom 7. Texas up 4 through 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count. Close call here. Doug Brokaw thinks he has a strike 3 on Scott Spezio. Spezio, though, the inning still alive. Later in the at-bat, Spezio's going to walk. The bases are loaded. Next batter, Adrian Beltre, and he's going to take advantage with a single right up the middle. Wilson Valdez and Ichiro score. Mariners take a 1-run lead. Bottom 8, 6-5, Texas. Raul Ibanez working on Nick Virgilio. Virgilio had a tough night. Just a third of an inning pitch. Gives up 4 runs, 3 earned runs. Seattle wins at 9-6.
They are the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim hosting Kansas City. Denny Bautista, first start of the year. Bottom 1 gets Vladimir Guerrero. Bottom 4 facing Vlad the Impaler. Bautista allowed just 1 run on 3 hits in 8. He struck out 8, in line for his first major league victory. Top 7, Mike Sweeney. To the gap. Here comes Tony Grafadina. Royals win 6-2. Bautista retired 15 of the last 16 he faced in only his 6th big league start. Meanwhile, El Duque making his White Sox debut in Minnesota. Twins PA announcer Bob Casey recently passed away. His family on hand to throw out some first pitches, and the number 44 retired by the Twins in honor of the 44 years of service by the late, great Bob Casey. Top 6, Paul Konerko off Kyle Loge, his 2nd of the season. Konerko hitting .429 this year, 2-1 Chicago. Aaron Rowan takes Loge deep. Loge allowed 4 runs on 7 hits and 5 1/3. Knocked around a little bit. 4-1 White Sox. Bottom 7, El Duque. Rings up Michael Kadire. Then it's Luis Rivas. El Duque looked good. Allowed just 1 run on 6 and 7. He struck out 5. And behind Hernandez, the White Sox win in Minnesota 5-1. The majors coming into Friday was the Reds. They were in Houston for the Rockets' 0-5 debut. Rough spring, 0-2, 8.81 ERA. Top 1, Ken Griffey Jr. Clemens retired the first 11 he faced. Let's go to the 6th. Top 6, runners on the corners, nobody out. The Rocket in a jam here. And he's got Jr. at the plate. This is dicey. Griffey strikes out. Brad Ausmus's throw cut off. Adam Everett coming home. Gets Ryan Friel. It's a strike him out, throw him out at home plate. Next batter, Sean Casey. The Rocket allowed just 1 run on 5 hits and 7. He struck out 9. Bottom 6, 2nd and 3rd for guess who? Rocket Roger Clemens. Rich Aurelia. Can't make a play, though. Both runners score. Astros win 3-2. Clemens' 329th career win, tying Steve Carlton for 9th all-time. Roger Clemens gets his first win of 2005. 329 ties him with lefty. There are now no players walking this earth with more career wins than the Rocket Man. Next up for Clemens in 8th place, Tim Keefe, 13 wins away.
Opening day at Wrigley on Friday. Cubs hosting the Brewers. Kerry Wood, hampered by a sore shoulder this spring, making his debut on the mound. And Sammy Sosa's successor, Jeremy Burnitz, acknowledging his new fans. Newly elected Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg on hand to throw out the first pitch. Later, he would sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Top of the 5th. Cubs up 2-1. Brady Clark facing Wood. Wood gets him with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. One of 7 Ks in 5 2/3 innings for Wood. Top of the 6th, still 2-1. Bases loaded. Russell Branyan walks in Lyle Overbay. Wood is done for the day. Top of the 9th. Cubs up 3-2. 2 outs. A runner on first. 1 K away from a win. LaTroy Hawkins gives up the double to Overbay. Todd Hollingsworth in left bobbles it. Junior Spivey scores all the way from first, tied at 3. Top of the 12th, same score. Spivey working on John Lester, and he hits the 2-run single to center. Branyan and J.J. Hardy would score. That would prove to be the game winner. 6-3 the final in 12. Brewers' first 3-0 start since '95.
1964 all over again. There's Pedro inspiring the team. Top 4, Mike Piazza. Solo shot, and Piazza's on the board for 0-5. While former Met John Thompson, the only run Thompson allowed in 7 innings. Mets down 2-1. Top 6, Jose Reyes to right center. Andrew Jones on the run. He covers a lot of ground out there. Mets had only 1 at bat all night with a runner in scoring position. Bottom 7, pinch hitter Julio Franco came into the game 76 years old. RBI single. They wave Marcus Giles. 3-1 Atlanta. Top 8, Marlon Anderson. And look who's over there at first. It's Franco. He can still do it. Braves win 3-1. Mets 0-4. Willie Randolph said, "We are where we are." Well, that's true. Mark Mulder's Cardinals debut coming to the Redbirds home opener against the Phillies. Top 5 facing Jason Michaels. To right, Bobby Abreu going to beat Larry Walker's throw. Mulder tagged for 4 earned on 9 hits and 6. He said about his start, I'm not very happy with it. 5-1 Phillies. 5-4 Phils in the 8th. Brian Madsen facing David Eckstein. That's ball 4. Loads the bases. Eckstein's 8th straight plate appearance while reaching base. Next up, Larry Walker. Aaron Foltz walks Walker on 4. Reggie Sanders come on down. We're tied at 5. Next up, it's Albert Pujols. 6th walk issued by Phillies pitchers. Cardinals up 6-5. 3rd straight blown save for the Phillies. Oh, happy day. Bottom 9, they're loaded. Kenny Lofton facing Jason Isringhausen. Izzy shuts the door. His 2nd save. Phillies just 1-3. Charlie Manuel said, I'm very kind of stunned.
3-0 Florida, 1 on, 1 out. J.J. Davis grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. Let's take another look at this. Nice flip from Luis Castillo. Great spinning turn from Alex Gonzalez, and then the nice scoop by Carlos Delgado. Bottom 8, still 3-0 Florida, 1 on, nobody out. Miguel Cabrera already has 1 home run on the night. How about a second one? It's 5-0 Florida.
That is crushed.
Top of the 9th, 1 out. Florida up 9-0. Don't they have a rule where you got to call it if it's 9-0? Christian Guzman hits into the 6-4-3 double play. The Marlins win 9-zip. 3rd career shutout for Dontrell Willis.
Dontrell Willis and the Marlins.
Driving Tigers opening a 3-game set in Detroit. Aaron Boone had to hit a home run since that 2000 World Series, of course known for the ALCS home run. Top 8, 2-2 Boone. Off to a 1-for-16 start off Oogie Urbina. Oogie. Indians now up 4-2. Bottom 8, they're loaded. 2 outs. David Risky. He's in a risky situation. Walks Omar Infante. Rondell White scores. Detroit within 1. Next up, it's Bobby Higginson. Here's your ball game. Indians win 4-3. Bob Wickman worked a 1-2-3 9th for his first save after letting a save get away the other night against the Yankees earlier this week. Let's go to the 9th. Keith Folk on to preserve a 6-3 lead, and this got very dicey. Bottom 9, 2 on, nobody out. Big Eric Hinsky. He was 3 for 4 to center. They're going to wave Corey Koski. It's 6-4 now. Remember, Folk served up Derek Jeter's walk-off homer in the Bronx earlier this week, so it's not been a great start for him. Next up, Greg Zahn. Hinsky off on the pitch, stays out of the DP. Shea Hillenbrand scores, former Red Sox great. The Jays within 1. After an Alex Rios flyout, Folk walks Frank Menachino on 5 pitches, so now they're on the corners. Next up, Reed Johnson. Folk hits Johnson on an 0-2 pitch to load him up, and nobody's up in the bullpen. This is Folk's game to finish. So here we go. They're full for Orlando Hudson. Down a run, 2 outs. Keith Folk. He holds on. Red Sox win at 6-5. It's Folk's first save of the year. Boston now 2-0 under bench coach Brad Mills. What about the Yankees? Hosting Baltimore. Jarrett Wright making his pinstripes debut. Signed that 3-year, $21 million deal in the offseason. Top 3, Brian Roberts. Say hello to a little fry. Way out of here. His second, Roberts 3 for 5, drove in 4. Orioles up 3-1. Top 5, Miguel Tejada. And that's not going to make Yankeeography. Down the 3rd base line, Miggy 3 for 5. Roberts comes in. Orioles up 5-1. Wright tagged for 6 runs on 8 hits and 4. He was booed off the field. That's Larry Poncino, 2nd base up in the 5th. Heads up. Dude. Just avoid the A-Rod line drive. Great catch there by Roberts. And, yeah, you can laugh about it now. They're loaded in the 8th. Yankees trying to come back. A-Rod had a miserable night. To short, this will end the inning. A-Rod was 0 for 5. He left 7 runners on base. Orioles with 18 hits beat the Yankees at the stadium 12-5.
2/3 of their outfield hosting the Rockies on Friday, top of the 2nd. Giants lead this one 2-0. Jason Ellison works this to left. Now Matt Holliday, watch him. The glove goes up, but it's the fan that you really can't see there that comes up with the catch, and the Giants.
Oh, look at him.
A 3-0 lead. Take another look at this.
Very nonchalant.
Very nonchalant. The fan trying to hide from that one. He's thinking Steve Bartman probably. He would try to hide and then later get ejected. Top 7, Rockies down 6-5. Todd Green, a 3-run shot. And the Rockies take an 8-6 lead. Bottom 9, Giants trail 8-7. Let's listen in.
The pitch to Grissom, a shot to left, into the corner. This is a home run, and this one is over. And this place is going berserk.
Giants win at 10-8, and the Rockies have now surrendered at least 10 runs in each of their first 3 games, the first team to do that since the '78 Orioles.
Dodgers Diamondbacks at Bob Friday. Hey, here's a question. How do we pitch to Troy Gloss? 4-4, bottom 8? That ain't it. Off rookie Steve Schmall. 7-4 Diamondbacks. The top 9, Antonio Perez to third, and Gloss boots it. Perez reaches. Now that is a significant play. Would have been the second out. Next up, it's Jason Phillips. And he goes to deep left. This should have been the third out and ended the game. But remember, with Gloss's error, it's only out number 2. 3 batters later, Cesar Izturis on first. Pinch hitter Jose Valentin facing Brandon Lyon. And the Dodgers, with the Gloss error, given a second chance. And there it goes. It's a 4-run LA ninth. All set up by the Gloss error. Dodgers win 8-7. Schmall gets the win despite giving up the Gloss home run.
The Pirates trying to finally win one this young season in San Diego. Bottom 3, 2 out, 2-0 Pirates. Sean Burroughs' hit is going to ricochet off first baseman Craig Wilson's glove. Second baseman Rod Makoviak recovers and throws it to pitcher Josh Fogg at first for the out. Bottom 8, Pirates lead 3-1. Mike Gonzalez 2-2 pitch to Brian Giles. Third base umpire Dan Iusonia rules it a check swing. Now the 3-2 pitch, ball 4, Giles walks. Lloyd McClendon is a little still upset at the check swing. Eventually McClendon would be ejected because if you kick the dirt, usually you get tossed.
Lloyd usually gets his money's worth.
Yeah, but you know what? The Pirates have their first win of this very young season. 3-2 the final. Extra innings, bottom 10 tied at 2. Joey Gathright writes this one off. Juan Cruz off the wall and left. Now Gathright absolutely cruising. He's going to get in for a triple. You're going to have to take another look at this to see just how fast this guy can go. He motors around the bases. An absolutely stunning athlete. He once jumped over a Mitsubishi Eclipse for a scout from home base to third base in 10.7 seconds flat, just like that. After intentionally walking Carl Crawford, runners on second and third, Nick Green breaks his bat and bloops a single to right. D-Waves win this one in 10, 3-2 at the final.
Well, it's not as good as jumping over a Mitsubishi Eclipse, but it's the most unusual moments of the week. The Sports Center Not Top 10. We start with Friday's game between Texas and Nebraska. Randy Boone in a jam and uncorks a wild pitch in the 16th inning, 3-3, and that's how the Huskers win the game. Just a bit outside.
Number 9 Cubs D-backs on opening day Monday after getting yanked by Dusty Baker. Carlos Zambrano whistles to get the ump's attention, then signals that he needs some glasses. Zambrano has absolutely no problem letting people know what he thinks.
That's unsportsmanlike. Number 8, here it is, Chris Berman on Sesame Street.
The Chiefs
Sort of.
go. Oh, play.
Thank you very much.
Number 7, Mike Vanderjagt in a charity hockey game decides to kick a couple of 40-yard field goals on the ice. And, you know, you kick something on the ice and usually you end up on your keister.
Well, they got the padding there. Number 6, this is Steve Stricker at the Bell South on Saturday. He's got a little 5-footer here for birdie, and he misses it by 5 feet to the left. Nice read.
Some issues there. Some issues at the Busch Series Sharpie Pro. Number 5 on Monday after Shane Meal bumps Dale Jarrett, causing a messy little pile-up. Jarrett approaches the young lad to voice his displeasure, and you know what? Mr. Meal, he could care less.
See, that's why that play should have been number 1. Number 4, Blue Jays Devil Rays Eduardo Perez. Dude, it's behind you.
Eduardo Perez playing there and over his head. You just talked about it. And he lost the ball completely. Reed Johnson's on third base. He had it. He didn't have it.
Number 3, Tiger Woods has some issues at round 1 of the Masters on Thursday on the par 5 13th. That's for Eagle.
Whoa, ball.
Look where it ends up. And Eagle's going to have to fish that one out of the water. How do you do that?
Well, not on purpose. Red Sox, Yankees number 2. It was kind of a not top 10 week, or at least start to the season for Mariano Rivera, the Yankees closer. Gave up that game-tying home run to Jason Varitek, and then the next game they had this A-Rod ball that should have ended the game, and Rivera has now blown saves in 4 of his last 5 games against the Red Sox.
Number 1, Arena Football, Georgia Force, Tampa Bay Storm. Georgia Force receiver Troy Bergeron with a pretty catch, but he knocks into the bench area where Georgia head coach Doug Plank gets planked. That's got to hurt, and that is the not